Welcome back to the shack where we hang like two balls in a sack. Today we got another Dad Reacts to Baton Rouge drill lyrics that really happened.
So this one probably about Fredo Bang. Who the other one?
Young Boy.
30K first week. And
who was 30K first week?
Young Boy.
Oh, because him and the baby did.
They did 30K.
You giving them too much credit. I think they did 29.
Anyways, and G Money and all those guys. So yeah, let's learn about some more savages.
Baton Rouge can be a wild city. With murders and robberies going down every day, anything can happen in the streets. Crazy enough, the music and news tell us all about it.
You know, I'm not well
verse
because when he said going down, I was like, oh, that's a good thing. He said murders and robberies going down every day. I was like, oh, that's
he
meant like they could act like they're going down.
Yeah, not like they're going down.
Yeah, I was confused. I was like,
here are some Baton Rouge drill lyrics that have actually happened. Matter of fact, I used to call you my big brother. Then you did some foul and had sex with my sister. Then threw it in my face in front of people on Insta. I ain't gonna speak on that disease that y'all gave to each other. In this bar, Young Boy is addressing his beef with another Baton Rouge artist named G Money, his childhood friend turned op. Although today NBA Young Boy is at the top of the rap game and worth millions of dollars, the rapper had a rough childhood growing up on the streets of Baton Rouge. His father was sentenced to 55 years in prison, and he moved in with his grandmother at 10 years old. Not long after, he got involved in the streets and ended up dropping out of high school at 14 to pursue a rap career. In middle school, Young Boy started running around with his friend Lil Herc, and together they were breaking into houses and doing whatever else they could to make money. Lil Herc was the young brother of a local rapper named...
I know he said this a while ago, but I was just kind of calculating. 55 years a long goddamn time.
yeah.
Dang.
G Money, who was a few years older than the two, but became like a big brother to Young Boy. Shortly after dropping out of school, Young Boy got arrested for robbery and was sent to one of the worst youth detention centers in the country. While he was locked up, his grandmother who raised him died due to heart failure. After getting out of juvie, Young Boy was forced to ask his friends and family for food and shelter. The rapper even stayed with Lil Herc and G Money for a while, who helped him get to the next stage in his rap career. G Money was affiliated with the gang and record label.
As much as I don't like him, he really ain't. He was really like screwed from the beginning.
Kinda, yeah.
Like, he ain't really like have nothing.
Right.
Like did they show him to his mom?
I didn't hear that.
I mean, clearly she wasn't around.
Cause they said his dad got locked up and then he went to live with his grandmother. I ain't really.
And then she died.
Yeah, she died when like
so.
Yeah.
Called TBG. Baton Rouge is divided into two sections. The upper section reps TBG, or Top Boy Gorillas, and the lower section reps BBG, or Bottom Boy Gorillas. So TBG was not only running the streets.
Would you rather be a top boy gorilla or a bottom boy gorilla?
I mean, if I had to choose,
you top or bottom?
I'm gonna be on top. if I had to choose, I'm gonna be on top. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
They had also established a record label to launch themselves into the music industry, and G Money was one of their most promising artists. While Young Boy was staying with them, G Money mentored him and helped him get signed to TBG. Around that time, G Money released a single iPhone 6, which featured a very young NBA Young Boy and another up-and-coming Baton Rouge rapper, Fredo Bang. This song took off and established G Money as one of the hottest rappers in the city. Around the same time, Young Boy also released his debut project with TBG called Life Before Fame, which failed to attract much attention. So G Money became the focus of TBG's marketing efforts, and Young Boy was pushed to the side. Feeling like he wasn't getting the respect his talent deserved, Young Boy eventually left TBG to focus on building his own label.
Hey, do you feel like he read those lyrics and then he ain't talked about them since?
Yeah. I know. He should have did this before he explained that lyric.
Right?
Yeah. Because that lyric is after all of this.
Okay.
He just explained how he knew
NBA, his own crew, and his own brand. At that time, the rappers were still cool, but things would soon take a turn for the worse. In late 2016, NBA dropped the Project 38 Baby, which featured guest verses from major Baton Rouge artists like Kevin Gates and Lil Boosie. The title track blew up and established Young Boy as a major threat in the music industry. He followed up quickly with Mind of a Menace 3, which was also well received. Many of these early tracks contain subtle disses at his former label and partners, but he did.
Yeah, that's not. I know that's what you was rewinding.
Pretty crazy. You play with guns and snakes.
Hey, I know
give a damn about
I know
life.
you don't listen to a lot of young boy, but maybe you know. Has he ever talked about he got those scars on his forehead?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Mm-mm.
If anybody
Somebody in the comments will tell. They will. They will let you know.
They'll let me know how he get them because he got 3 of them, right? Or is it just 2?
I'm not sure. He does have more than one for sure. I just don't know how many.
Didn't mention anyone directly by name. Then he dropped a track called Change off his project Before I Go, where he raps, "Young boy, not TBG, NBA, it's a way of living. Let a play, he gon' get it. Talk about it like I ain't with it. Name a nigga shook me, you know I ain't. You can save your breath, no advice tooken. What it is, I see you looking." In this bar, he officially announces that he's no longer cool with TBG, and if they have any problems, he's ready for whatever. After he left the label, it seemed like there was no bad blood between the two crews, and Youngboy just made a personal decision to go the independent route to focus on building his own brand. But with this track, he made it clear that he's no longer rocking with TBG, and if they have any problems with him, he's ready for smoke. This track was basically a declaration of war and made it official that NBA doesn't rock with TBG, and they were official ops. On the same track, Youngboy even name drops a few people who would later be involved in the beef. First he raps, "Coolin' on the phone with Dump," talking about his manager, who can be seen riding around with him in the video, where Youngboy is rapping along to the song. Dump would later be killed in retaliation for another murder in this deadly beef. Later in the song, he also raps, "In the bottom with Deusa." Deusa is another rapper from Baton Rouge who Youngboy was cool with before this whole beef popped off. But just a few months later, Youngboy wouldn't be rocking with.
I just want to know, where they be getting all these guns from?
Um,
This is military grade guns that they be waving.
If we talk about it, YouTube will take this video down.
Oh, okay.
We know where they're getting the guns from, Dad.
Okay.
We know.
Medusa anymore after the rapper was allegedly involved in the murder of his cousin.
Right? I mean, it's a military grade gun.
So you're saying they're getting them from the man?
Yeah. I mean, like, how else are they getting here?
I know how they
They
get
get
here.
from the military.
I know how they get in here, but like, then they get to where, and they go buy a military gun, like from Sons of Anarchy.
Black market.
They're poor.
Who? What?
They're
Not
poor. But they was just saying they didn't have like, they ain't have nothing. They was recording in a house and this and that. How you buying? How you?
But they have like I'm not trying to put nothing on nobody, but like usually if you out like living that lifestyle, you have money from. They said Youngboy. You saw that big stack of money he had. They said he was like,
yeah. I'm talking about prior to that, when before he was even before he was NBA,
Yeah.
they still was waving big guns and all that.
Tapped in.
In November 2016, another up-and-coming rapper from Baton Rouge named Boozilla was shot and killed. Boozilla happened to be Youngboy's cousin, and his death set off a wave of retaliation shootings in Baton Rouge. Boozilla and Youngboy had actually been beefing for a while, but just made up before his death. Internet rumors.
What's up with these rappers beefing with their cousins?
I don't know. I was looking at that. He had a sticker on his drum.
This guy. Like, how does it go that far? You beef with your own cousin.
Cause you could be cousins, but not like, you know.
That's true. It could be like a, you know, distant cousin.
Even if it's not. I mean, I'm not tight with all my cousins.
I know, but like, y'all
And if we both grow up in that life, and then you chose the other gang, it's on sight.
That's wild to me.
Rumors suggest that they fell out because Youngboy finessed him for a pack, but they eventually straightened it out. Boozilla rep BBG, who's known to beef with TBG. So after Youngboy and Boozilla became tight again, they began to plot against TBG, which is why Youngboy started dissing them in his music. After Boozilla was killed, Youngboy was out for blood. Not long after his death, Boozilla had dissed Deusa, which is allegedly why he was killed. So Youngboy and a few of his homies did a drive-by on the suspected killers, and the rapper ended up catching an attempted murder charge. This really escalated the beef between NBA and TBG, with G Money responding to Youngboy's disses in his own music. Youngboy narrowly beat the attempted murder charge after hiring an expensive team of lawyers who called in music industry executives to testify on his behalf. After spending about 8 months.
That was the first time he beat it? He beat a case?
He keeps narrowly beating these cases. Interesting.
Locked up, he was given a 10-year suspended sentence, which meant he'd be allowed to walk, but if he screwed up again, he's locked up again. Not long after being released from prison,
But he screwed up many times since then.
He has.
And he hasn't gotten this suspended sentence that they talk about.
Why are you trying to send him
I
to
wonder
jail?
why.
Why are you trying to send him to jail?
I'm just saying, it's real fishy.
He got connects.
Him and Tekashi got the same connects.
Ooh.
he released.
That's all I'm saying.
Ooh.
That's all. How they tell? How? Okay, you did this all these years ago.
Uh-huh.
They gave you a suspended sentence of 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
They say if you mess up again,
Mm-hmm.
you get this sentence.
Mm-hmm.
He's been in trouble a bunch of times since then. A bunch. He's in trouble now.
You just got out the feds and you talking about murders with your police ass.
That's what I'm saying.
Ooh, smirky. Yo.
At least the project.
Oh, we looking real bad.
And no, I'm being neutral. I'm just saying, just looking at that alone, like, ain't that kind of weird?
Yeah, a little bit.
It's just weird, like, so they just forget that. I don't know.
Ain't Too Long, which contained the song Poor One, where he talks about his beef with G Money. On the track, he admits that he once looked at the rapper as an older brother, but after G Money had sex with his sister, then brags about it on social media, Youngboy felt pretty disrespected. He also drops the ball.
Yeah, that's a no-no. I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
Yeah, but it also took Homeboy 5 minutes and 16 seconds to get there. He read that lyric 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, he gave us a whole breakdown though.
Yeah, he did give us a whole breakdown, but that was a long walk for a little drink of water.
Yeah, but they was wild. He was wilding though. G Money was wilding, and he knew that was his sister because y'all grew up together.
Right.
Nah, it's not okay.
When them killed my cousin, man, that made me wonder, showing that Boozilla's death also impacted his feelings toward TBG. Around the same time, G Money did an interview with Say Cheese TV where he admits that he did sleep with Youngboy's sister, but it happened a long time ago, and Youngboy wasn't tripping over it initially.
Not really. He mad about his sister too, though.
About his sister?
Yeah, I had her a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
He knew what he was doing.
Yeah, I mean, you see
Even the way you said
you see
it.
the way he looked up.
Yeah, the way you said it and looked up, like,
Yeah, he knew what he was doing.
tripping.
he mad about that. He wasn't really tripping on it back then, though. You know what I'm saying? He be calling me big brother and shit. You hear me? I guess.
But after he got famous and started making some money, he let his ego get the best of him and was tripping over old emotions he had kept bottled up. But the beef was far from over, and more diss tracks and bodies in this ongoing war were yet to come.
Yeah,
This next bar is about an M far from over, and more diss tracks and bodies in this ongoing war were yet to come. This next
What I'm not a gun person, but that was some crazy artillery.
making some money, he let his ego get the best of him and was tripping over old emotions he had kept bottled up. But the beef was far from over, and more diss tracks.
That's artillery.
He got that big motherfucker from his uncle,
That's his uncle.
Sam.
Yeah,
That's some Army of Two shit.
Yeah.
Well, y'all probably only play Army of Two. What they play? Call of Duty.
Yeah.
That's some Call of Duty shit right there.
Like, I don't even know what that is.
Tracks and bodies in this ongoing war were yet to come. This next bar is about an NBA affiliate who was tragically shot and killed in front of his girlfriend and family. Left him slumped under his car, he had his pistol. Lit Yoshi. Lit Yoshi is another rapper from TBG who got sucked into the beef later on.
Who was that?
He the one that got arrested with Fredo Bang when they raided Fredo Bang's house.
Oh, recently.
They was looking for him, but then they found stuff in Fredo Bang's house, I think. But he's the one that they raided the house for.
Really?
Yeah.
After G Money was murdered. Youngboy and G Money had been trading diss tracks and making threats on social media. Then one night, after G Money was leaving the studio, he was shot and killed. That put TBG at a major disadvantage on the music front, with their most popular artist now dead, while their other two most popular artists, Fredo Bang and Boulevard Quick, were in prison. So Lit Yoshi, one of TBG's deadliest shooters, started rapping just to throw shade at the NBA camp and keep the beef alive. In this bar, Lit Yoshi's rapping about Youngboy's manager, Desmond Hardnett, aka Dump, who would become the next casualty in the war between NBA and TBG. By that point, Youngboy had already become one of the most popular rappers in the industry who was selling out shows across the country. That made it near impossible for TBG to hit the rapper himself, so they went after the closest person they could. In May 2018, Dump was standing in the front yard with his girlfriend and other family members when shots were fired from a vehicle driving by. His girlfriend was also hit, and they were both brought to the hospital. His girl survived, but unfortunately, Dump passed away. Dump was not known to be involved in the streets, aside from his associations with Youngboy. Before getting into the music industry, he had worked in construction and landscaping. Family members claim that he didn't have any known enemies, so he clearly wasn't prepared for the attack that would take his life. According to Lit Yoshi, he had a pistol on him when he was killed, which is common for anyone in the South, even those who aren't in the streets. But it was a surprise attack that no one saw coming, so he wasn't able to draw the weapon in time to protect himself. Dump's murder was meant to send a message to the NBA camp that no one is safe in the streets of Baton Rouge, and anyone affiliated with them can get caught up in the drama. The shooters were rumored to be Lit Yoshi and Boulevard Quick, who had just been released from prison not long before the shooting. But it wouldn't be—
He got out of prison to go shoot.
So they killed a civilian? He's a civilian. That's whack. I ain't even from the streets and I know that's whack.
Yeah.
Like, that's trash.
That's kind of grimy. That's why I would remember that Fredo Bang live when he said, when he was on live, he said, nobody talked about your homie in that XXL casket he got.
Oh. Oh, when he was in that car or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know who he was talking about.
Yeah.
Long before NBA would keep the war going by dissing his ops on another track. He ran his mouth about topping them, got the drop, and then we popped him. NBA Youngboy, The Last Backyard. In this bar, Youngboy is rapping about Boulevard Quick, who is rumored to be one of the shooters responsible for Dump's murder. Boulevard Quick was locked up at the time of G Money's murder. After he and Fredo Bang were both released, the two rappers went on a mission to hold it down for TBG and seek revenge for their homie's death. They started dissing Youngboy any chance they could get. Youngboy had been kinda quiet over the past few months, mainly because he had no one to beef with online after G Money was killed. But after Dump was murdered and TBG started back up with the disses, Youngboy was right back to his old ways. It got so heated that Youngboy's mom even jumped in and told her son's two rivals to f off and leave Youngboy alone. Boulevard Quick responded and told her to mind her business.
Oh, there goes his mama.
What you mean?
Remember we was asking?
Oh, what happened to his mom? His mom is Sharonda. That's what they, I mean, Sharon. Yeah, everybody knows this. Sharon. But I guess, yeah, where was she at that time though?
Why did he have to go live with his
yeah.
grandma?
Like where were you? That's weird. Okay.
Which Youngboy wasn't happy about. Just a few weeks later, Boulevard Quick was shot to death outside the Lakeside Villa apartments where he lived. The rapper was standing outside the apartment complex when he was shot several times. This made him the second TBG rapper to lose his life in this beef.
Why were they all standing outside?
I don't know, but that's a nice mural.
Yeah, that's really nice.
I mean, I'd never want to be on a mural, but
no.
If that was nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
Boulevard Quick's death is believed to be direct retaliation for his involvement in Dump's murder, in addition to his constant dissing of Youngboy and the comments he made toward the rapper's mom. So in this bar, Youngboy is describing exactly what happened to Boulevard Quick. He started running his mouth, but didn't realize that Youngboy still had goons all over the city. They caught him lacking in the parking lot of his own home, and the rest is history. After Quick was murdered, police started putting the pieces together that many of the shootings and murders going on in Baton Rouge were related to this beef. They started going after all TBG or NBA affiliates linked to any of the crimes, including Lit Yoshi, who's currently being charged with several attempted murder cases that came from this beef. An NBA affiliate named NBA Pap was also arrested for the murder of G Money, proving that the rapper was killed in retaliation for dissing Youngboy. With all the other top rappers either dead or in jail, this left just Fredo Bang and Youngboy to compete over who was the most dominant rapper in the city. Youngboy is clearly the more popular and successful rapper at the moment.
I ain't telling neither of y'all nothing. Y'all the only ones left in this beef.
Everybody
else died and went to jail.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But all his street beefs and wild calls have gotten him into a lot of trouble. He was recently arrested on a federal firearms charge that may turn into a RICO case, which could potentially put the rapper behind bars for life. Although Youngboy has always found a way to avoid serious jail time in the past, it seems like the Baton Rouge police and now the feds have caught on to what's going on in the TBG NBA war.
Spoiler alert, he's not going to jail.
He went from facing life to 7 years. He facing 7 right now.
Yeah, they chopped it down real nice for him.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
They're looking to paint Youngboy as a violent gang leader who's orchestrated hits on rival rappers like G Money and Boulevard Quick. And based on his own lyrics, it isn't too hard to get that impression as well. Hopefully, Youngboy can stay on his best behavior. His own lyrics, it isn't too hard to get that impression as well.
Yeah, he's 11. Is that what you're looking at?
9.
Hopefully, Youngboy can stay on his best behavior and hire a good team of lawyers who will help him secure his freedom. But even if he does get out, it seems like it's only a matter of time before the rapper will be back in the streets. If you thought this video was crazy, be sure to check out our channel for more. From rappers and fights to scam rap millionaires, we cover the most insane stories that you need to hear.
Alright. Another downer video. What you got to say about it?
You guys a demon.
So,
Even though, is he really a demon though?
Youngboy's never, he not the one.
Never there.
He not putting, how they say
In
it?
the words of New Yorkers, he ain't putting in no pain.
That's what they say?
Yeah.
I mean, they gonna kill us.
Like he ain't put, whatever.
No, but
Okay.
I'm saying he ain't put no feet to pavement, boots to ground.
He ain't earned no stripes.
He ain't putting no boots to the ground. He's just making the calls, big boss stuff.
Yeah.
Which is, that's fine.
But like he never really been.
But he not doing it.
Yeah. That's what I realized from this video too. He was never really.
All his friends were doing it, or his goons, whatever you want to call them. I call them friends, classmates.
Yeah. His fellow upstanding citizens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They were all doing. He wasn't doing anything.
Yeah.
So now I'm looking at him a tad bit different.
Yep.
From this video.
Yep. Yep, his whole beef now is has some he wasn't even there for.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
We sound like we're against Young Boy.
Yeah, we do.
I'm not against Young Boy.
I'm not against Young Boy. I don't like his music.
I just want to know how he keep getting out of these situations and with no explanation.
Yeah.
Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what else we need to react to. Subscribe.
And come back.
Why
and
are
hang.
you watching and then y'all don't be subscribing?
Return. They come back too.
And then you come back and then you
Subscribe. It's free.
just subscribe.
If you don't like what we're doing, you can unsubscribe later.
Yeah, it's free 99.
I feel like if we make you laugh, you should subscribe.
if you laugh one time
In
throughout
any
this
of our
video,
videos,
any of them, yeah,
I think you should subscribe.
just hit a little quick sub
That's it. Bing.
and hit the little bell.
Hit the bell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, maybe not. We upload a lot.
Yeah, your phone might be going off a little much.
Then you gonna unsubscribe. Don't
Yeah,
hit the
right.
bell. Don't hit the bell.
We the only people telling you don't hit the bell.
Yeah, don't hit the bell. It's cool.
Yeah.
And we out.